Hi, I'm Shanna, an ASM certified personal trainer. I am going to tell you about my fitness journey and why I am where I'm at today. I started becoming weight conscious when I was in high school. I had low self-esteem and I thought I had to have the perfect body for anybody to like me. I was on a strict diet and tried to eliminate all fat out of my diet. Despite losing weight, I felt worse than ever. My self-esteem was lower. I was growing downy hair all over my body. I was cold all the time. All I thought about was constantly eating. My clothes were falling off me, and my bones were really starting to stick out of my chest, and hip bones were really starting to stick out. I had increased anxiety, depression, and poor concentration. I tried to avoid going to events that had food. I started exercising some, but I just didn't have the energy to do it. I was starting to struggle with all this, so I decided I would go get help for an eating disorder. I started to go to counseling and I went to a registered dietitian to get some help. The registered dietitian helped me realize what a balanced diet looked like and the daily exercise requirements that are needed. What was really life-changing for me was that my counselor asked me, "Do you want to have kids?" And I said, "Well, yes, of course." Well, she said, if you keep going on this way of restricting your diet way too much, you're not going to be able to have kids. You might even die. This statement really struck me because I knew I wanted to have kids, and I knew I didn't want to die. From this point on, I started eating more and I got into running. I started to realize that you can balance your diet with energy expenditure. Gone were the days of strict dieting. I started eating a balanced diet along with eating things that I enjoy. I started to consistently run when I was 16 and I have been a runner ever since. Running has been life-changing for me. I have accomplished things that I never thought I would accomplish. Running has helped me build confidence in myself, and I have accomplished things that I physically thought that I never thought were possible. I was a walk-on cross-country and track athlete at the college that I attended. I got a Bachelor of Science degree in physical education and later went on to get my master's degree in special education. I just recently got my NASM certified personal training credential because I'm just so passionate about fitness, and overall running has made me more driven and goal oriented. I feel more energetic and my mental health is good. So here is my advice for your fitness journey if you are struggling. A form of activity that you love, because you are more likely to stick with exercise if you are enjoying it. You might think, well, I don't really like to exercise, but you're just going to have to be patient with it a little bit. Be impatient with it. Stick with it for, maybe 2 to 3 months. See if it gets any better for you. By trying activities out, you might find that you start liking it. Trust me, it does get easier. At first, when you start exercise, as with anything in life, everything is so hard in the beginning when you're a beginner. As time goes on, you'll find, hey, I think I'm getting better at this. I like this. I think I'm going to stick with this. My next tip for you is to set small goals. So in order to achieve the long-term goal that you are seeking, make sure you're setting long-term goals. Maybe you never exercise at all and say, hey, I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk today. So maybe all week or every other day you start walking for 10 minutes, maybe during your lunch hour. Maybe the next week you walk 15 minutes every other day. Build small goals like that. Or maybe the following week you're like, hey, I'm going to start doing some strength training. Maybe start with 1 strength training session, and then the next week build with 2 strength training sessions. That sort of thing. Set small goals. And as time goes on, the long-term goals will get a lot easier and seem more achievable. And my last tip for you is be realistic. You have to be realistic with yourself. You can't say, hey, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. That is just unrealistic. It is actually healthier to lose 1 to 2 pounds every week. That would be more sustainable and more realistic. It is important to lose a small amount of weight. So 1 to 2 pounds every week will set you on a path to help you achieve your goals easier. It is just unhealthy to lose large amounts of weight in a short amount of time. You're not going to feel good in the process, and it's just not sustainable. You have to be realistic, set small goals. Losing small amounts of weight is going to set you up for success in the long run. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you would like to catch my latest videos. We'll be talking about fitness tips and how to reach your fitness goals.